Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen around the world, wherever you are. Welcome to League of Tilt, where today we are the Thunder Bear in the jungle. We are up against a Lilia with Flash and a Ghost Nasus. So, if we ever are concerned about being chased down, let the record reflect that we probably will be chased down, and also let the record reflect that we will probably not be thinking about getting chased down, and we'll just get caught and we'll get chased down and die anyway, but that's fine. Okay. What if the enemy will head over to our blue, start with the bot lane for the best leash possible, and also this is a very easy linear path. You can go blue, brown, wolves, raptors, red Krugs for a relatively easy full clear. Volibear's attack speed is nothing to scoff at, especially because of the stacks that he gets from his passive. So this is a relatively easy champion on which to full clear. His W healing, his E shield all keep him relatively healthy in the jungle. Your Q, by far your most powerful gank tool. My Jin's Brain being AFK is most powerful enemy bot lane tool. Jin leashes are great because, thank you, Morgana. Thank you so much. Okay. Jin leashes are great because fourth shot is an execute, so you get a massive amount of damage on that. We'll slowly start kiting this over. We're not going to need to use smite here yet, I don't think. And then we'll drop our E on this as soon as possible to keep our passive stacks up. And I will auto attack this once, and then we'll auto attack this once to keep applying our jungle buff burn. Unfortunately, your lightning just sort of counts as an auto attack modification. So it doesn't, so as a result, it doesn't actually apply spell damage. As you can see, crossing over at 230. So it's the same model with the chickens, gotta auto attack each thing once. And now we'll have one smite charge for red or Krugs, and then another one for Scuttle Crab. Alternatively, we can just smite red, and we can also smite crab. Warrior should be careful. I would fully expect the enemy jungler to be topside right about now. Assuming she started bot side, there's no reason for her to be anywhere other than top right now, so we're just going to finish this, and then we're going to head over into our jungle. Lilia's clears pretty fast as well. However, she is not as healthy as we are in the jungle, and our skirmishing power is definitely better. Normally, Lilia can dance around you with move speed. However, in this particular case, because we have Ghost to deal with Nasus's Ghost and Lilia's move speed. Oh. Cage. Yeah. I knew that this was fine because yes, I was chasing, but I was chasing Lilia into, I overchased and I activated my ghost a little early, but I was doing all of that against a Lilia who was running, the only place she could run to was mid lane. And, sure, yeah, turn on target champions only. There we go. It's fine. Turn off target champions only. See if Lilia's trying to get this again. No, she's not. Okay, excellent. Double crab her. Blow mid summoner. None of her stuff should be up. I see that she has 24 CS. She has done full clearing because she was full clearing top side. This means her bottom side camps will be spawning, not her top side camps. This is all completely fine. I do like going for a Titanic Hydra first item on the bear. I feel as though the Titanic Hydra just gives you it gives you an on-hit effect first off, because of your attack speed and free W, an on-hit effect is very, very important. And this is sort of the tankiest on-hit effect that exists. And also this means later on, you're scaling exceptionally well. Even if you build tank items, you can still convert them to damage. Looks like Pyke is having a good time into Jhin Morgana, which I'm surprised by, I'll be honest. It's a little unexpected because they thought Morgana's shield would be able to take them up. They're also perma pushing the entire game. I normally don't like ganking for Pyke lanes, but in this case, it might be worth my while. Okay, this is very good. Yep. Liliana flash, so she can't really chase or make anything happen here. She goes on her bot side, she's doing Karag's. It's like Caitlyn and Pyke were definitely overpushed, so all I have to do is use my move speed to not step on the Caitlyn trap. Also, Volibear does have a reset mechanic on his Q, where if you get immobilized or CC'd while you're in your Q, then you can just Q again. Summoner Spellbook Nasus. That I did not expect. Your Q is an auto attack reset. I don't know if I needed to use the auto attack reset to kill Dragon, but I did. Because I didn't expect anybody would be coming up. Leo was so weak. We'll just chill here for a sec, grab our blubber buff, and just keep clearing the jungle. Nothing's really happening. Bot side, Warwick has Ignite and is outfarming the Nasus by a significant margin, as is expected. Warwick should have a large amount of lane pressure compared to Nasus. It's pretty good that we were able to get our bot lane a kill. Hopefully it'll alleviate some of that pressure that they've been feeling for most of the game. We use our early skirmishing power on the bear to absolutely mess with Lilia's early game. She shows up top side. Stop this too early. Okay. Yeah, I'll go mid. Walk on over him. Ghost. Yeah, this is excellent. This is excellent. This is absolutely excellent. What are you doing, my friend? We used our close. We used our auto attack. We used our ulti to dodge Lilia's ulti because your ulti makes you unstoppable immune to CC. So like there's a moment when the drowsy makes you fall asleep, and so if you can just skip that one moment where the drowsy is making you fall asleep, then you can very easily dodge the CC. We'll just be taking her red buff and walking on out of here. We know that Pyke is roaming up from bot side, so it's not safe for us to go any deeper. Where we are right now, we can just walk away. Okay, looks like this will be fine. We can just sequence up and clear our bot side again. Help the Veigar get a kill. Yeah. Okay. We can just get Caitlyn here. This is very free. Trading ADC for support is completely fine. Well, if we are going to be fighting this, we should wait till Pyke no longer has ulti up. Yep, and Jhin walked into it. It's unfortunate. We'll just let them clear the way, make sure Jhin doesn't do anything stupid. Pyke and Lilia both have too much mobility, and I don't have my ulti. Lilia's ulti is on a shorter cooldown than mine, so if you stick around long enough, her should definitely be back up before mine is. So one of the things that you'll notice me doing is I have been toggling on and off champion target only. I take no responsibility for that. If Veigar just decides to take a stroll down river, that's not my fault. My problem, for sure, if Lilia gets fed, but not my fault. I can't go in by myself on Malzahar because he will just press R, but I can and I will take this turret. Voli actually does really well into Malzahar because your passive lightning clears out Malzahar Voidlings very easily. I should try and get some protection for this Warwick going. Oh fuck. Smited just a wee bit too early. Oh, back off. There's no need for this. Was waiting for her to throw out some ability, and I thought the jungle burn would do a little bit more, a little quicker. It's okay. Badly timed by me. We're not going to lose much for it, just a crap, but it's less that we don't get it and more that we let her get it, which lets her catch up in EXP. It's unfortunate. I think. Whoa. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to put a point in the queue. Sorry, first game of the day. Always a tiring experience. There was no need for Warwick to be there. He should have known they were on to him. Yep. Okay. Lilia, if she tries to go for Herald using her priority, we can still murder her. It has a slight item. Okay. Alright. We are in full-on contest mode for these Crocs, I suppose. I'll give it up, because our mid laner isn't rotating, but he's getting a whole bunch of plates. So, I'll give up topside, including including the Herald if she so desires. I'll go focus bot side down again, because the constant trading, I'm certain I can get more. They might just not even need me. Sad.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I think I should skip clearing my jungle here and just go straight to Dragon, because I know that their bot lane has just been pushed in. Yeah, Nasa Exchange goes to Smite. They're 100% are doing withdrawal. That's fine. We're fine. I need to not miss this Smite. This Smite is much more important. I ate 2 ultis and a Caitlyn trap. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize I was going to take that. I took the Lily ulti as well. I thought it was just going to be the. Did I really just? Oh man! What a waste of time. This trap would have been finished a while ago. I wonder if I can't do something bot side again. That's a little risky. But we'll be okay. Jin should be fine because Lilia doesn't have ulti, and if he just plays safe, he'll be okay. We'll just use the opportunity to steal Lilia's chickens again, and we'll take Lilia's red buff as well. If she shows up, we'll smite, and we'll walk away, but we shouldn't need to. Yep. When people have bad back timers, this is a very easy way to punish them. Like when they're not there to track their buffs on. Why do you have a pink here? The next Drake's not up for a while. That's fine, I'll take it. So far, looks like the only real problem on their team is Susan, which is, for the record, I mean, not an easy problem to solve. I'm just saying, there's just one problem in their team. They're all dead here. Yep. Just woke up too hard, not respecting the pike. I don't mind terribly much. This has to happen at some point.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Shut down.
What are you doing? She's not tanky. Like, Lilia can definitely be a problem if she's just like prancing around a team fight and just doing what her heart desires, but in a 1v1 scenario like this, against one of the better skirmishing champions in the game, stand a chance. Chilling Smite's very good against Malzahar as well, because you can Chilling Smite him, take off a shield, and then you can land the rest of your abilities. In this case, you want to walk up to him, Chilling Smite, and then hit your Q stun. Another reason I have champions toggled up, because against Malzahar, you don't want to queue your voidlings, queue his voidlings, you don't want to queue minions when you're walking up to him. As you can see, it's very unfortunate when you don't queue the wrong target. We've only done that to a Skull Crab this game so far, but I think you can extrapolate very easily what happens if it's to more than Skull Crab. We are a significant portion of the team's gold, which I don't love, because that means if anything happens to us, if we misplay, if we fuck up, our team goes down by a significant amount of power. Our team's not keeping up with their roams, and that's costing us significantly. We'll go Merc Treads this game because they have a significant amount of tenacity. Our win conditions are Veigar and Jhin. Fuck. I need to protect Pyke. I need to protect him against Pyke. Perfect. Block for the Jhin. Whew. That could have gone much worse than it did. LT, LT, LT? Doesn't have it. Okay. Do I just mad dog into them? Or do I just help push? I think helping push is just fine. Warwick has to go topside to defend. We will take the reset though. We need to be full strength before the fight. We will need to be frontlining. Malzahar has only Andries, so we'll be grabbing a Merc Treads against their good amount of CC, and Frostfire. We'll get Bomby Cinder, Armor, Ward, head on out. We lost an inhib somehow to that. The fuck? There's no way Veigar loses to this, right? There's no way. Yeah, okay. Just landing any ability into the win fight button is good enough. I have a good flank here. I have a red buff, which is an on-hit effect, which will be applied by this. Oh. Okay. She's running into her base. She's not going to go anywhere. Oh, she killed Morg. It's fine. Warwick will get her. We need to head on downwards and make sure we can grab Infernal Dragon. Soul stacking is a very easy way for us to make sure we win this game. We just messed with their entire team topside, and Malzahar blew a lot to try and stay alive there. Unfortunately, we will be taking a large amount of damage from Malzahar. Okay, killed him in the jump. That's fantastic. We have more enemies incoming. I'll just take this to guarantee us river control. We should be okay here. I don't have smite, but as long as we can keep zoning them off like this, we'll be okay. Oh no. Fortunate. I'm burning down. I feel like I'll just get chased to holy hell if I try to go for Malzahar. Right. Triumph should heal us up enough. Oh, Morgana even tanked that for us. She didn't need to. Nice guy, Morgana. We got Infernal off of that. We had to dance around a little bit because we were taking so much damage. We'll be much tankier. No point chasing a pike. Like, actually, 0 point chasing a pike. We'll walk away here. No sense in getting caught out by Nasus, giving over our shutdown. We don't have No, this is terrible. This is horrific. Oh my god, he's just a target. Let's see if we can't grab our Frostfire Gauntlet here. Yep. Like, even if I had tried to join that fight, the outcome would have exactly been the same. I might not even have been able to contribute. Jen would have died, and Pike would have died as well. Lilia looks like she will just have finished taking my chickens. I haven't been able to focus on farming my jungle as much because I've been running around trying to get objectives, but this is a very dangerous situation for the enemy team to be in because we are now soul stacking. Soul stacking means from now on every dragon has to be treated as a do or die situation, lest we get Infernal Soul. So if we can just manage to maintain our dragon control for just one more game, one more Drake, I suppose I should say, and 3 minutes later, that should be the end of that. Nobody got the second Rift Herald of the game, but it's like this game hasn't really needed Rift Herald. Oh, I messed up my ulti a little bit. Didn't sufficiently throw it out over the wall. And I should have thrown it out as I was running at them to jump on top of their heads. That way I would have ensured that I was on top of them before any CC hit me. It's okay. We'll be alright here, I think. If everybody just walks with Jhin. Okay, nobody walked with Jhin. Where's our Warwick? Is he in base? He's not in base. Oh, there he is. I don't know how I missed him. It's fine. We are taking a significant amount of magic damage, magic dot damage. Malzahar deals damage over time, Lilia deals damage over time. Force of Nature is absolutely insane at becoming tanky against damage over time effects. I'll go guard bot wave because it's going to take Muddy a while to respond to it. And Force of Nature also gives us movement speed, which, you know, is always fantastic on the bear. If we're getting caught out mid lane, or we're doing the catching out, alright, that's better. But we're also kind of getting caught out, and now we're all going to die because Pike gets ulti resets. Unfortunate, but they shouldn't be able to get terribly much out of it. We also survived the Nasus' early inhibitor take. This is one reason a very early inhibitor take, like if you're decently strong and you can actually kill super minions, an early inhib take isn't actually super scary. Yeah. Okay. We'll hold our ulti here. The Nasus blue ulti, and we got them to back off. We don't need more. We don't need more. Folks, we really don't need more. I wonder if I shouldn't get a Bramble Lust, actually, before building into my Force of Nature. Might be worth our while. We are also sufficiently healed up to where... Oh, well, he's dead. I don't need to worry about him. Nasus is heading over top side. Okay. We'll head on over and take Dragon. Veigar should be able to deal with the Nasus because he has excellent wave clear and he has a large amount of CC. Lilia will just be respawning. Shouldn't be able to come over here in time. Because of our Hydra, we actually do deal a significant amount of damage, and I think Jhin and Morgana should be here. Jin's almost there. Morgan is just trying to die, I guess. Okay. Should be alright. I wasn't doubling that entire time before, because I still had target champions only toggled on. I could have sworn I turned it off, but apparently not. No, no, no. Back the fuck off. Back off. Back off. We don't need to fight. 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 We don't. Why? Why are we trading 1-for-1 here, mate? Yeah. 2-for-1 is potentially worth it. I'll take that. Given that Pike is one of the bigger problems of the team. The Pike has a very hard time, just like solo carrying a game. And Infernal Soul now is going to make it very difficult for them to win team fights. Because we're just going to be so much faster than they are. And dealing out DPS. Like, all of us are going to have exploding. Hello? Hello? Where are you? Are you in your jungle? Are you here in your jungle? She's gone. Did she take my chickens along the way? That would make me sad. We wanted to back, but apparently my team has other ideas, so that's fine. I'll still take the reset after clearing out my tops, after clearing out my Krugs and my red. Warwick is welcome to do my bot side camps. I don't need them anymore. So the thing appears after 2.5 seconds, is that correct? Fires a lightning bolt. It doesn't say, but it is 2.5 seconds. So if you time it when a buff is spawning, if you time it to be just 2 seconds earlier, it's fine. That. Okay. Veigar should be more than able to deal with Malzahar. It's relatively easy for Veigar to take out the Malzahar shield as well, so we absolutely actually need to get a Primal Estimate to cut down on people's healings, and then we'll grab this Force of Nature. Well, this component of the Force of Nature. Oh, no. Okay, 1-for-1 trade. CC. Okay, this is fine. 2-for-2 trade. Okay. Just switch targets to the Caitlyn. So no need for us to be dying as much as we are. It's fine. She can't get away. Who are you? Lily. Yep. She doesn't flash away from that, she will just die. You can't fight this, my friend. Stop trying. Her entire bot side is farmed up again. Veigar is going in on Susie. I love Warwick, man. Just the movement speed that you get. It's just, it can't be the primary source of engage for the team, but it's a bloody good source of engage. It's a bloody good source of just skirmish. Yeah, this is fine. Scale it. We are way too beefy. Lilia is literally bot side. Lilia is literally bot. I'm gonna save all my abilities other than my W. They're not even interested in contesting. Okay. Sure. No need for me to go in on this. Yeah, I can just farm up my Jingle Jangle. Just walk it on out. We're getting AP from Baron that is being amplified by Infernal. AP is a good stat in Volibear. Like, no doubt about that. Like, let's make that very clear. We love AP on Volibear. His ulti has 125% AP ratio. E has a very solid AP ratio. your lightning auto attacks have an AP ratio. Your attack speed on your passive has an AP ratio. So just a little bit of AP on Volibear goes a very long way. But it's just AP items, like AP and health items, are so limited in options. Like Cosmic Drive and Demonic Embrace are really sort of the only realistic options you've got. Who are we trying to catch out here? Are you trying to wither me, fellas? The reason I didn't jump in on that was because Pike could be in the area. No, I should have thrown on my ulti as soon as I saw them come. I always do this. I always greed. It's okay. We'll be fine. Veigar is still split pushing, and Warwick is on the back line. Nasus is chasing this Jhin. Auto attack him. Yeah. Nope, now he's dead. Yep. Unfortunately, Veigar wasn't with us for that fight. We absolutely would have massacred him if Veigar had been with us for that fight. And because we actually haven't been farming nearly as well as we were before, Lilia is actually outdoing us in the farm department now, which is quite something. Cosmic Drive. This doesn't really build into anything, does it? I would like the ability power. Can I wait 35 gold for it? I think I can, for the most part. It should be okay. So we'll walk out through. Oh, wait, what the fudge? I mean, I wouldn't get here in time anyways, but it's like, this is Veigar. Okay, excellent. Stop this. No, somebody. Fudge! They're gonna get the dragon. Oh no. Is this all because... Okay. I was saying, is this all because of my waffling? Or my indecision about my buy? Or like just waiting for the amp tome? I don't think so. But maybe with Ghost I actually would have been fast enough. Oop. It's very straightforward. If you're wondering what I was taking damage from, it's from Bramble Vest. Okay, that we should just be trying to get this turret here now, and then we'll take this, and then Jhin can keep filling out the wave mid lane. They shouldn't have Elder left on anybody, so it's just the fact that we didn't get it as opposed to they're actually getting it. But now that Veigar's here, you can't. Oh, so fast. Mate. The Lilia dance. It's fine. Warwick should be able to chase it. Nope, I'm walking away from this. Okay, ulti away, and the ulti should give me the health necessary to survive. Cool! What a mess. Warwick can have blue. Warwick does have mana issues, especially when he doesn't have a jungle item. Because when you don't have a jungle item, you can't just walk into the jungle to get back all of your mana. Warwick's very mana hungry because he wants to keep pressing Q. So he's welcome to have all of it. They're going to try to be pushing down mid lane, but they really have to be in defensive duty because we've broken 2 lanes. Our next target is just going to be Baron and to take their topside turrets. We'll go from there. We are unfortunately not... we have red, so perhaps, and Frostfire. Wasn't enough, huh? Oh! Forcing out the Nasus ult is huge. I hit him with another Frost Rise though, and Ruik is going to be able to kill very easily. Yep. Oh! Nice use of the ulti. Okay. No one showing up. Malzahar in the back. We just have to switch targets. Like, if Warwick and I are together with Jhin backing us up, there is absolutely no way like anybody can get on top of us. Lilia is going to try to go for a Drowsy on us. Go for it, go for it, go for it. Just chasing everybody away for years. Oh, she missed that. She's fast. She's gonna just kite us out here. Yep. Flash is great. I'm sorry, Warwick. I thought you were in range for that. Nice. Walk away. No need for us to take more damage than we need to. We still have to respect the damage blink in Nasus. This will be fine. Like, this is the exact kind of fight in which we shine because our Infernal Soul just lets us keep outputting so much damage. We have a Massive Mark and go. Yep. Heal up, Triumph. We are completely fine. Got him. Triumph healing. Oh, what a messy fight in the last sequence through the jungle, but it's just, we're so strong and our skirmishing power is just so much that Warwick and I can just stick together and just keep picking them off one at a time. If they came all in on us, then we would back and we would play front to back with Jhin backing us up, but it all really starts with us recognizing that Nasus is in the top side of the map, see if we can catch him out. And then we slowly chase down the Nasus, and then Warwick uses his Blood Scent to track them down. And then now that Nasus is low and out of the fight, it's very easy for us to pick off the rest of them one at a time because they're super squishy. And Warwick and I both have so many tools to dodge their massive amount of CC. We could honor all three of these people, and it will be completely fine. I think honor the Jhin because it is very hard to play ADC nowadays. So when you're up against Nasus and a Malzahar and you still manage to output a helpful ADC performance and you don't tilt, you know, good enough. I'll take it. Let's take a look at the charts. We all did very similar amounts of damage. Morgana had built into Liandry's Death Camp Void Staff, so no wonder that she dealt damage. In fact, I'm surprised she didn't deal more. Warwick is hitting the Nasus for half the game, so no wonder his damage numbers are the highest, but we're all in fights, we all did similar amounts of work. Damage taken, obviously this is an area where we expect to be tanking out the most. It's funny that Lily almost took as much damage as we did, but she died a lot more, and her damage was a lot less meaningful. We really did shine here. We secured all of the dragons. Even though Rift Herald is better for pushing down early, they only got one Rift Herald, and we got all 4 dragons in return. The Elder Dragon was an absolute fiesta. We don't talk about it. And here, as you can see, the runes did a massive amount of work. I decided to go for conditioning Revitalize this game because I realized I would be one of the primary frontline. Warwick is a bruiser like myself, so he, while tanky, would not be sort of pure I will stand here and CC people all day and not die kind of tank, or if I have to keep fighting and have to keep healing, much like us. So the tankier the better. So decided to go for slightly more tanky stats, and these of course do their job. Lethal tempo is very, very good in the bear, especially if you're going on head build. In games where our front-lining skills are slightly less necessary and we can afford to go a little bit more AP, I love going Cosmic Drive. It gives you much move speed, so much more damage, and just the ability haste is absolutely incredible as well, because then you have 50 ability haste altogether, which is a very, very solid amount of ability haste. You can just keep doubling over and over again in fights. We definitely have the goal by the end of that game to grab it. We just, from the extended sequence that started with us working our way topside to catching out the Nasus, it's just like this entire game, the reason we were able to make it work is because we consistently recognized where we could make catches happen, where we could make picks happen. and we punished people's mistakes in positioning, just recognizing where the Lilia wants to be in the early game, and then later on recognizing where the objectives are, which lanes are pushing, just punching them over and over again. You have very high tempo ganks because your Q move speed is so much. So on Volibear, if you're just AFK farming, you're not using this champion to its full strength. Like, this champion is strong because you can think of where to be on the map, and within about 30 seconds you can get there thanks to your move speed, like even if you're on the other side of the map. So you just recognize where you want to be or where you can be and just respond accordingly. Your skirmishing power is very, very strong, so even if you show up to try and gank a lane, unless you're going for a super greedy dive or some other weird play like that, you'll crush them most of the time, as you saw in the bot lane. There was that time we showed up, Leo was there as well, and that was the first blood, I think, and it just didn't matter because our skirmishing ability in situations like that is just so much greater than early game Lilia's. So overall, I think a really good Bear performance, really good demonstration of how to path reactively. We almost gave up on our jungle near the middle half of that game there. We just farmed accidentally. Still had very good CS, highest on our team, because we recognized when to push waves, when to take jungles. Lilia rage farmed, was in far fewer kills, and only outfarmed us by 1 CS. So don't do this. This is not worth it. You have to respond appropriately. And if you can't respond appropriately, like if you're up against a jungler whose ganks are just higher tempo than yours, then you need to use your clear speed to your advantage. She wasn't able to turn that fully into an advantage because, as you can see, we stayed even for most of the game because Volibear has a pretty decent clear speed as well. So the reason you don't see people playing Lilia as much anymore, especially not in pro play, because even though her ultimate is potentially very powerful and might allow you to put an entire team to sleep, in this specific instance, and the current patches, clears just haven't been fast enough to warrant her relatively poor gank ability. So we just used that power that we knew we had over her just based on the way our champions interacted to just from the very beginning push our advantages. We recognized which sides of the map we had to give up when, and we didn't just needlessly contest everything, and we focused on, because bot lane was trading aggressively, we knew that we had to focus on making sure our bot side got ahead. So we used their aggressive trading to our advantage, punished them. We kept turning that into Drakes, and that Infernal Soul was a big part of why everyone did so much damage and why we were eventually able to win team fights, even when they had fantastic scaling champions. Like, Veigar is an amazing scaling champion as well, and Volibear scales relatively well. Warrior's damage scaling and Tankiness scaling is fine, but it doesn't compare up to a Nasus, right? But we were able to break out of that scaling gap, bridge that gap, thanks to the extra damage from our Infernal Soul. So overall, I think it's just a very good, clean demonstration of how to respond to the particulars of a certain game and how to push the game ahead. Not just, I ganked, I did my job. No, you have to gank, you have to turn that into dragons, and you have to push out waves. You gotta take turrets. Once all the waves are pushed out and they're under pressure and they're split over the map, turn that into a Baron, turn the Baron into a push. Just a good demonstration of macros, some questionable micro coming out, but at least we used a champions only target and toggle pretty well this game. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you learned a few things from this video. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Peace.